Morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. This is the last day of February and the last day of our self-love journey for this month. And of course, we want this to keep going. We have our self-love Saturdays, but to kind of figure out how we have to love ourselves first, right? How do we do that? So some of this information comes from an article by Joyce Martyr. So think about it. Are you really good at loving yourself? Is your mind kind to your body and your soul? How many times are we beating ourselves up listening to that inner critic a lot of times, right? Sometimes we're setting unrealistic expectations for ourselves as well. Society says we need to be doing all these things. We buy into that, and we don't necessarily need to be doing everything that we are, myself included in this, getting into that compare and despair. Social media has kind of made that very prominent in our faces of look what everyone's doing. You see all the fun and exciting things, and we don't always see that there is some work behind it and some struggles that go into that as well. And then, of course, there's some self sabotaging and then nursing where we don't take care of ourselves. We don't feel like that is a priority in the nursing culture, right? We're not taking lunches, we're not eating properly, we kind of are neglecting some of our own things that we actually need. So, how are you actually loving yourself? Really stop and think about this. Those behaviors will really take a toll on you mentally and physically, kind of gets into our relationships as well. So I want you to think about your love language. I don't know if you guys have heard of these. There are actually five different love languages, and it's how you accept love and how you show love. And we're going to kind of put this a little twist on your self love side of this. Words of affirmation are your one that's, really takes in love that way, where people are showing their appreciation and showing their gratitude to you. So this is where for self love, you need to think about self love. Like, what does that look like? That is those positive affirmations, those I am statements where you're like, I am doing a great job. I can have some self compassion, and then really turn up that positive thinking and that positive self talk. Journal about your strength. Journal about, of course, what you're grateful for as well, and get that into your thought process. Right? Are you an acts of service kind of person where you really show love through doing things or people doing things for you? Is that where you actually prepare a healthy meal for yourself? You meal prep your meals you're going to take to work. So you at least know you're going to have a healthy meal. And then we're going to work toward getting to that point where you take that break, right? Schedule in your checkups, schedule in stuff that is for your physical health and those checkups for your mental health as well. And then, of course, take care of yourself, groom yourself, make sure you're taking that time and space that you feel good about your physical body. Um, and then receiving gifts. So this is absorbing the self-love. Is this the physical gifts that you like to receive things? When you really think about that, when you're like, if someone's going to do something for me to show me love, what does that look like? And then we want to just translate this into what does it look like for yourself? Really only buying what you love. Don't buy something because you saw the ad and it sucked you in. Like, really think about it and reflect on why you're buying things. Invest in you, invest in your education, invest in things that are going to give you knowledge. Even treat yourself with, you know, some travel. And we always talk about that bucket list. Actually, I had the sermon on this Sunday about what is on your bucket list. And it's more about recognizing that you need to really focus on what in your life is giving you the things you need and want. The fourth one is quality time, just to be present with yourself, right? Set aside that time for that mindfulness, for that meditation. Go on your walks, making time for those things that you love, those hobbies, and those things that allow you to be creative. Prioritizing sleep. How many of us are not doing that sometimes, right? We have to reboot and revitalize our physical being, and our mental being will come with that. This one's for me. Don't overschedule, overbook, or overcommit, right? You don't want to live your life on this constant go, go, go mode. The fifth one is physical touch. So, are you a hugger? I am not been a hugger in the past, working on that. But this is feeling the self love. Is this doing massage? Is this getting a foam roller and working out some of that an Epsom salt bath, right? Where you just kind of get to soak in and relax, just moisturizing your body, all the lotions, all the oils. Give yourself that kind of that spa day. So really think about where you are in those 5 categories of your love language. So thinking of self-love, doing self-love, be present with self-love, feel self-love, kind of see where you are in that place. So last day to show your self-love for the month of February. Make sure you do continue the self-love journey. And I do want to invite everyone. I'm going to have our first caregiver connection call tomorrow, March 1st at 6:30 p.m. It'll be an event in the group here. And then every month we're going to do it tentatively the last Wednesday of the month. So March will actually have 2, with February being the shorter month. So stay tuned to all those fun announcements and all the fun stuff that we're going to keep doing in the group, so we can bring ourselves together as a community and really support each other as we're working through all the stressors that are going on in our life. So as always, I'm Anne, your well-being coach, here to help guide you and transform your exhaustion and burnout so you can do more than merely survive. You can actually thrive. So let's get out and thrive today and show ourselves some love.